Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that most Africans know about the American dream? Most African children, they want to dream the American dream, but yet they don't know about the African dream. Why is it? Pay attention. You see, we have been made to believe and understood that development in Africa is not yet development until development in Africa wears a foreign face. That is why we dream about the American dream and not the African dream, as if the African dream do not exist. It exists. It's because of how our people have been conditioned. We have been conditioned to believe that it is our responsibility to build foreign economy, preserve foreign culture, preserve foreign language, while ignoring our own culture. Akebulan. But let me ask you a question. Have we ever occurred to you to ask, how is it that a continent like ours, a continent that gave the world spirituality, gave the world knowledge, gave the world reading, gave the world resistance, that same civilization, we are now asking for validation from these same people that we lifted from the ashes of this world? How is it possible? How is it possible that a people that survived slavery, survived colonialism, survived coup d'etat, survived resistance, survived division, a people that survived propaganda, a people that are still surviving neocolonialism and imperialism, is now working with a defeated mentality? How is it possible that after surviving all these things, we are working with a defeated mentality when we're supposed to be working in pride? You need to understand that being an African is not just about because you are born in this continent. Kwame Nkrumah said that I am not an African because I was born in Africa, but because Africa was born in me. He was also referring to Africans in the diaspora, in the Caribbean. Doesn't matter where you are born. Africa was born in you. Akebulan, that's who we are. Being an African is not just about your flag in your country. No, it's how you think, how you choose black excellence, African excellence, instead of imported inferiority. How you support African business, how you preserve our language, how you tell our story, how you love one another despite the colonial borders drawn by the colonizers in our continent without allowing it divide us. That is what it means to be an African, an Akebulan. You need to understand these things. You need to understand that the future of this continent will not be built in Paris, in Washington, in Beijing, in London. No matter how you build that economy, the future of Akebulan, of this continent, will not be built on those places. Guess where it will be built? The future of this continent will be built in Lagos, in Accra, in Kigali, in Kampala, in Addis Ababa, in Tunis. The future of this continent will be built in Johannesburg. But for it to be built in Johannesburg, Afrophobia must never be a thing. Akebulan, we have a long way to go, and we have to move fast. Hence, your children will inherit the same inferiority that you fought for all your life. But guess what? The voice of Akebulan has come to liberate, to help. Request for books I will give you to give your children, so your children can learn early what you learned late. This is our only home. Be proud of who you are. Be proud. Be proud. Melanin magnificent. Akebulan, wisdom is the principal thing. And if you want to support my research work and my book foundation, link is in my bio. You can DM me. You can request for books. Do your WhatsApp contact. I love you and I care about you. Wisdom Akebulan is the principal thing.